Hey everybody, welcome to The Rise. Wow, have we ever in our lifetimes been in a situation where there's been more anxiety all around us? Turn on the news, turn on your cell phone, talk to friends, go to stores. Woo, it's a different world out there right now. But I feel for a lot of people, this COVID-19 coronavirus has caused them to hit the pause button, whether by choice or by force. Maybe they're choosing to hunker down, or maybe they didn't have a choice. Maybe they got laid off, or they're in an industry where the city has closed it down or something. Regardless, I hope we never see a time like this again in our life. But I wanted to talk about some things during this pause. What can we be doing here? So I wanted to share the three things that I am personally working on and I think are so important right now. It's 3 R's. Reflection, reinvention, and reconnection. So let's talk about how we can take this pause and turn it into a better cause. So if there is anything that for someone to be afraid of during this time or to fear is not necessarily just fear itself, but I would say I would be afraid of emerging from this the same person that I was when I went in. Let's talk about reflection and what I mean here. So what have you done over the last 7+ years, or the last 5 years, 10 years, whatever? What have you done in your life? Are you happy with the result? Are you where you wanted to be? Or is there a little voice inside of you that's kind of been saying, hey, I want you to do this. Or maybe it's been screaming, whoa, come on, get out, let's make this change, or let's do this. But reflect. When you look in the water and you see that reflection, is it the person that you want to see? Are you happy with that reflection? Is there a reflection? So the next part of this, reinvention. You've thought about where you are and where you've been. Reinvention now takes that next step of listening to that voice. Maybe during this pause, during this time is a time when you can talk back to the voice that you've been ignoring for so many years. Hey, do this, not that. Hey, let's take a chance and do that. Oh, I never could take that next step of that dream that I had because, well, I've got to work every day, or if I stop working, I won't be able to pay the bills. Hey guys, some of us may not have a choice right now, right? So there's a book I read called The Third Circle Theory. It's amazing. It really, one of the big principles of it was to take yourself out of your circle and look at things from a third omniscient type perspective. So, you're in your circle. This is what you see all the time. You have blinders. It doesn't really let you see anything of what you're focusing on in the given moment. But what if you took yourself and you got out of that circle and you removed those blinders and you started looking at life from the outside, and maybe at that point you would see these opportunities and these things that you never saw before. Maybe you saw people that you've lost connection with and all that kind of stuff. That's going to take me right into the next point, which is a reconnection. So reconnection. Who have you lost, or what have you lost connection with? Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's work. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe you have lost connection with who you are as a person, and you've just been on the daily grind. You just get up, you get dressed, you brush your teeth, go to work, come home from work, and get ready for the next day. Maybe it's your family that you hadn't spoken to. So many different things. But reconnection is so important during this time. This may be the perfect time to rebuild those bridges that time and technology have slowly weathered away. I ran into a good friend in the grocery store yesterday, and we just talked about how important this time is to reconnect with those people and rekindle those relationships. So where does this all go? This is the rise. We can suffer through paralysis by analysis, or we can take this time and rise up as a person. Rise up as a community, rise up as a nation, or rise up as a world and just rebuild and reinvent and reconnect. So, reflect, reinvent, reconnect. So let me know what you think you could do to focus on those 3 R's. Who would you reconnect with? What's been eaten at you that you wanted to try different, or are you where you wanted to be before? Thanks for chiming in, and remember, be safe, be careful, and wash your hands.